His family's been coming to the church, so it's been fine. Honestly, this is, kind of one of those things that are just like out of the blue, out of character.
We're hearing from the pastor of the St. Augustine Church that placed its school on lockdown last week because of a social media threat against the church.
30-year-old Titus Leon Devontae Mitchell is charged with written threats to kill and disrupting a school function for the incident February 26th at Anchor Faith Church. Pastor Earl Glisson.
Yeah, I know him personally, for sure. He's been to our service before. So, this particular event was just, abnormal. I think it just became a combination of a perfect environment that, unfortunately, he kind of got meditated on a few thought processes and for what reason felt like, maybe the church isn't for him, can be a cause instead of an answer. And social media allows us to kind of vent our frustration. I mean, if you go across multiple platforms, you hear people's frustrations all the time.
Investigators with the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office say Mitchell's threat in a post alluded to a woman being to blame for what he called a purge, warning followers to skip Bible study. In another post, Mitchell wrote, quote, "Don't let Earl preach."
I plan to go in and see him, to be honest with you. I'll probably have a face-to-face meeting with him. The church is in the business of reconciliation, right? Although these threats are serious and our environment's bigger than just me. So, my comfort level with someone doesn't mean that somebody else's comfort level is at that point. So we have to make some determinations based upon those things.
Deputies say Mitchell had a shotgun, ammunition, and 2 face masks in his vehicle when he was arrested. I'm Daryl Moody reporting.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
We need to do something about this before a child gets injured or even worse.
County Commissioner Ann Taylor tells Liz Ryan about how she wants to make the streets safer.
She heard from her constituents and took it as a call for action.
I've received a number of messages from residents that are very concerned with the increasing use of e-bikes by young children. And there was recently an ordinance put in place that prohibits the careless operation of e-bikes in beach areas. However, there have been a number of people that are concerned about children riding their e-bikes through parking lots, on streets, sidewalks, shopping centers in an unsafe manner. And some of these e-bikes can reach speeds up to 28 miles an hour. So I think as a county, we need to adopt a proactive stance rather than a reactive one.
She brought it up with her board members at the last county commissioners meeting.
I mentioned to them that Sheriff Hardwick has also received a number of concerned messages from residents. What I'd like to do is work with his department and come up with a draft of something that we can bring to the board. Similar to what happened recently with golf carts, I think a lot of residents are just looking for some guidance similar to that.
According to the American Medical Association, the number of injuries and hospitalizations related to e-bikes has drastically increased. In fact, it nearly doubled every year from 2017 to 2022, rising to over 23,000 accidents a year. Although Taylor isn't a fan of heavy regulation, she'd like to see some safety precautions taken.
I'm not looking for government overreach. I'm just looking for common sense guidelines that can be used to keep our kids safe.
For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
The St. Augustine Knights of Lights Light Up the Night contest winners are in. Knights of Lights transforms historic St. Augustine into a dazzling holiday wonderland. And each year, Old Town Trolley Tours honors the effort behind the spectacle with its Light Up the Night contest. The contest invites locals and visitors to vote for the best lit hospitality businesses. Dave Chatterton is the general manager of Old Town Trolley Tours, and he has the winners of the 12th annual Light Up the Night contest.
First place was the Hilton Bayfront. Second place was the Renaissance Hotel, and third place was the Raintree Restaurant.
And in other news, St. Johns County is hosting a groundbreaking ceremony for football field renovation at Solomon Calhoun Community Center. Various community leaders will be speaking at the event, which begins at 10 a.m. at 1300 Duval Street in St. Augustine. And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's local morning news. I'm Rich Carroll.